Step into a world where love's journey can be bumpy and discover a timeless philosophy, Stoicism, offering a unique route. Delve into the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius as we unravel the Stoic perspective on relationships and the quest for enduring happiness. Explore how this ancient philosophy provides insights and practical guidance for navigating the challenges of love, paving the way for lasting contentment. Join us on a journey that transcends the chaos of modern romance, embracing a mindset that withstands the trials of time. Stoicism beckons, inviting you to navigate the complexities of relationships with enduring wisdom. Section 1. Understanding the pitfalls of chasing relationships. In a world where the search for love can feel like an endless chase, what if happiness could be found within rather than in the relentless pursuit of affection? Navigating the world of relationships often feels like chasing a mirage. Society often teaches us that love and contentment stem from external sources, finding the perfect partner, receiving constant validation, or seeking affection from others. This narrative perpetuates a cycle of constant pursuit, leaving many feeling unfulfilled despite their efforts. The pursuit of romantic love can sometimes become all-consuming. We may find ourselves continuously seeking validation and affection from others, believing that our happiness depends entirely on someone else's presence or approval. However, this pursuit often leads to disappointment, as external factors seldom provide lasting contentment. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, proposed a different perspective. His teachings highlight the dangers of seeking fulfillment solely through external sources. Aurelius believed that lasting contentment lies within oneself, independent of external circumstances or other people's actions. Stoicism, as espoused by Aurelius, suggests that true happiness comes from mastering one's own mind and emotions rather than relying on outside forces. It's about understanding that our reactions, desires, and attitudes hold the key to a fulfilling life, not the constant pursuit of external validation or affection. Chasing after affection can lead to a series of pitfalls. It can foster dependency on others for our emotional well-being, creating an imbalance in our lives. The constant need for external validation might cloud our judgment, leading to hasty decisions or compromising our values in relationships. Moreover, this pursuit can create a perpetual cycle of dissatisfaction. The temporary highs of receiving attention or affection might bring fleeting joy, but they often fade quickly, leaving us craving more. This cycle perpetuates a sense of inadequacy or insatiability, as the external source of happiness remains elusive. Aurelius invites us to reevaluate our approach to relationships. Rather than relying solely on external sources for happiness, Stoicism encourages cultivating internal virtues like self-awareness, resilience, and emotional balance. It prompts us to focus on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and responses, instead of fixating on external circumstances beyond our influence. This philosophy doesn't dismiss the importance of relationships or affection, but emphasizes approaching them from a place of self-sufficiency and inner contentment. By fostering a strong foundation within ourselves, we become less reliant on external validation, fostering healthier, more fulfilling relationships built on mutual respect and understanding. Section 2. Stoic insights on desire and pursuit. In the realm of relationships, Stoicism offers profound insights on desire and pursuit. At its core, Stoicism, epitomized by Marcus Aurelius, urges us to accept the natural flow of life. It emphasizes that desperation and unyielding pursuits often result in unintended outcomes. In the pursuit of love, it's natural to feel a strong desire to find a meaningful connection. However, Stoicism cautions against letting this desire morph into desperation. When desire becomes an all-consuming force, it can cloud judgment and lead to impulsive actions, often resulting in outcomes far from what we seek. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic luminary, encourages us to approach relationships with a balanced mindset. He advocates for aligning our desires with reason and virtue. Instead of feverishly chasing love or seeking validation solely through relationships, Stoicism urges us to focus on what's within our control, our own thoughts, actions, and responses. Stoicism teaches that while we cannot always control external circumstances or others' feelings towards us, we can regulate our reactions and choices. This philosophy prompts introspection and self-awareness, guiding us to prioritize inner tranquility over the chaos of external desires. When desires for love and companionship arise, Stoicism encourages us to temper them with rationality. It reminds us that genuine connections stem from authenticity, mutual respect, and shared values. Rather than fixating on the outcome, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of nurturing relationships based on virtuous intentions. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, illuminates the hazards of relentless pursuit driven by desperation. He suggests that by relinquishing our fixation on specific outcomes, we free ourselves from unnecessary suffering. Stoicism invites us to embrace the present moment, acknowledging that the beauty of life lies not just in the pursuit of love, but in finding contentment within ourselves. Applying Stoic principles to relationships doesn't mean abandoning emotions or suppressing genuine feelings. Instead, it encourages a mindful approach, fostering resilience amidst the uncertainties of love. It teaches us to appreciate the journey, acknowledging that while we can aspire for love, we need not allow its absence to dictate our inner peace. By embodying Stoic wisdom in our pursuit of love, we cultivate patience, resilience, and a deeper understanding of ourselves and others. We learn to navigate the complexities of relationships with grace, accepting the ebb and flow of emotions without losing sight of our core values. In essence, Stoicism's insights on desire and pursuit guide us toward a more balanced and fulfilling approach to relationships. It urges us to embrace love with open hearts, while maintaining an unwavering commitment to our own well-being and inner peace. Section 3. The Stoic Path to Contentment. In the realm of Stoicism, the journey to contentment veers away from altering the world around us and instead concentrates on our internal evolution. It's about honing ourselves into the finest rendition possible, recognizing that true fulfillment stems from within. The Stoics, guided by philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, emphasize a profound truth. While we can't always control external circumstances, we possess the power to shape our responses. This philosophy prompts us to reassess our perspective on happiness. Rather than relying on fleeting external conditions for joy, Stoicism advocates for an inner resilience, a steadfastness that remains unshaken amidst life's turbulence. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic sage and Roman emperor, urged us to cultivate virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline. These virtues serve as pillars, supporting us in navigating the ebb and flow of relationships. Stoicism intertwines beautifully with the domain of relationships. It offers a framework that fosters a deeper understanding of ourselves and others, fostering empathy and resilience within romantic unions, friendships, and familial ties. Embracing Stoic principles in relationships involves acknowledging that while we cannot dictate someone else's actions or emotions, we retain authority over our responses. The Stoic path in relationships encourages a profound level of acceptance. It teaches us to distinguish between what's within our control and what isn't. We learn to channel our energies into nurturing qualities like kindness, patience, and understanding, fostering an environment conducive to lasting bonds. Adopting a Stoic mindset doesn't imply suppressing emotions, but rather harnessing their power constructively. It invites us to acknowledge feelings while tempering them with reason, allowing for a more measured and thoughtful approach to conflicts and challenges within relationships. This thoughtful balance between emotion and reason enables a healthier, more stable foundation for connections. In essence, Stoicism acts as a guiding light, illuminating a path toward contentment rooted in personal growth and resilience. By centering on our development and embracing virtues in relationships, this philosophy offers a timeless roadmap to navigate the complexities of human connections while fostering enduring fulfillment and tranquility. Section 4. Virtue in relationships. Imagine a map guiding us toward strong, lasting relationships. It's virtue. When we live by these guiding principles, we become better versions of ourselves, drawing others to us. It's like shining a light that attracts those who appreciate our inner goodness. Instead of running after short-lived wants, focus on building a solid character rooted in virtues. Virtues are like building blocks for a great relationship. Kindness, honesty, and empathy form the foundation. Picture kindness as the warm hug that reassures, honesty as the unwavering trust between partners, and empathy as the bridge connecting hearts. These virtues create a bond that withstands the trials life throws our way. When we chase desires alone, they can trick us. They might seem shiny and exciting, but they often fade quickly, leaving us empty-handed. But when we prioritize virtues, we craft a lasting allure. Think of it as a magnet drawing people who see the beauty in what truly matters. Now let's talk about self-improvement. Instead of altering ourselves to fit someone else's idea, let's focus on becoming the best versions of ourselves. It's like tending to a garden. We nurture our virtues, allowing them to bloom naturally. This growth within us naturally attracts those who appreciate our authenticity. In a world where surface appearances often steal the show, virtues become our inner spotlight. They showcase our true essence, inviting others who resonate with our genuine selves. It's like finding someone who sees the beauty in our core, beyond what's skin deep. Remember, relationships built on virtues stand firm. They weather storms, grow stronger through challenges, and deepen with time. By nurturing our virtues, we not only enrich ourselves, but also create the foundation for meaningful and enduring connections. Section 5. The Art of Patience and Autonomy. In Section 5, the focus shifts to the art of patience and autonomy within Stoicism, revealing valuable insights into how these principles can shape our relationships. Impatience is like a ticking clock, urging us to rush into actions without thinking them through. In relationships, impatience often nudges us towards impulsive decisions. However, Stoicism acts as a guiding light, showing us the importance of patience. It teaches us to slow down, take a breath, and respect the pace at which relationships unfold. One of the fundamental teachings of Stoicism is the emphasis on respecting the choices and autonomy of others. It's like giving each person their own space to grow, develop, and choose their path. In the context of relationships, this means letting things progress naturally without trying to force them or manipulate outcomes. Imagine a garden. You can't force a flower to bloom before its time. Similarly, relationships need nurturing and time to flourish. Stoicism encourages us to accept this natural rhythm. It's about understanding that everyone has their own journey, and pushing them to move at our pace disrupts their autonomy. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, believed in the power of patience. He saw it as a virtue, a strength that allows us to observe, understand, and act with wisdom. In relationships, this translates into giving space for understanding and growth. It's about allowing things to unfold organically, without trying to control every outcome. Patience isn't passive, it's an active practice. It involves self-discipline, resilience, and a deep trust in the natural course of things. It allows us to appreciate the beauty of the process, rather than fixating on immediate results. By practicing patience, we honor the autonomy of others and cultivate a richer, more authentic connection. Autonomy is another cornerstone of Stoic teachings. It's the idea that each person has their own rational mind and should have the freedom to make their own choices. In relationships, respecting autonomy means acknowledging and supporting the independence and agency of our partners. Stoicism guides us to relinquish the urge to control or dominate our relationships. Instead, it encourages us to foster an environment where each person feels empowered to express themselves freely. This creates a space for mutual respect, understanding, and trust to blossom. By embracing the Stoic principles of patience and autonomy, we transform our approach to relationships. We learn to appreciate the beauty of gradual progress, respecting the individual paths we and our partners are on. In doing so, we foster healthier, more harmonious connections that thrive on mutual understanding and freedom. Section 6. Reframing Rejection and Perspective. In the realm of relationships, encountering rejection can feel like a heavy blow to one's self-worth. But within Stoicism, rejection doesn't define your value as a person. Instead, it presents a unique viewpoint, a chance for personal development and progress. Stoicism, as guided by ancient philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, reframes rejection as a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. Rather than seeing rejection as a verdict on your worth, Stoicism encourages viewing it through a lens of growth. It's an opportunity to learn and enhance oneself, to become more resilient and adaptable in the face of life's uncertainties. In relationships, rejection might come in various forms: a breakup, unreciprocated feelings, or being turned down for a date. These moments often trigger feelings of inadequacy or unworthiness. However, Stoicism proposes an alternative approach. It suggests that these rejections aren't measures of your inherent value, but rather indications of diverging paths or differing perspectives between individuals. By embracing Stoic principles, one can reframe rejection as a catalyst for personal evolution. Rather than wallowing in self-doubt, it prompts introspection. What can be learned from this experience? How can this rejection foster personal growth? These questions become the focal point rather than dwelling on the negative emotions that often accompany rejection. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, emphasized the importance of self-awareness and acceptance of life's fluctuations. Stoicism invites individuals to confront rejection with a sense of resilience and an understanding that it's not a reflection of their essence. Instead, it's an external event, subject to interpretation and growth. By altering the perspective on rejection, Stoicism encourages a more profound sense of self-worth. It redirects focus towards self-improvement rather than seeking validation externally. This shift in mindset cultivates emotional resilience and fortitude, crucial attributes in navigating the intricacies of relationships and life's challenges. Furthermore, Stoicism promotes the idea that one's value isn't contingent upon external validation or the acceptance of others. It lies within the individual's capacity to adapt, learn, and grow from experiences including rejection. In essence, Stoicism doesn't dismiss the pain of rejection but offers a transformative approach to handling it. It invites individuals to reevaluate their perception of rejection, recognizing it as a catalyst for personal development. By embracing this philosophy, one can cultivate a mindset that thrives on adversity, transforming rejection into an opportunity for self-improvement and growth. Section 7. Practical steps to embrace Stoicism in relationships. Embracing Stoicism within relationships requires a mindful approach that encompasses self-reflection, continuous self-improvement, patience, and emotional regulation. To weave these principles into your life, start by acknowledging your thoughts and actions. Self-reflection forms the cornerstone. It's about assessing your responses, motivations, and perceptions within relationships. This practice fosters a deeper understanding of yourself and others, laying the groundwork for constructive change. Self-improvement is the natural progression stemming from self-reflection. It involves a commitment to growth, learning, and development. Embrace this by setting personal goals, both in how you relate to others and in your individual journey. Constantly seek to better understand the Stoic ideals and strive to integrate them into your interactions. This continuous process of refining your thoughts and behaviors contributes to a more harmonious and fulfilling relationship dynamic. Patience is a vital virtue within Stoicism, especially in the realm of relationships. Cultivate patience by reframing your perspective on challenges and conflicts. Instead of reacting impulsively, take a step back to assess the situation from a rational standpoint. Recognize that some things are beyond your control, and exercising patience allows for a more measured response. It's about finding the balance between action and acceptance, fostering resilience amid life's inevitable ups and downs. Emotional control is another fundamental aspect of Stoicism. It involves managing your reactions to external stimuli, particularly in emotionally charged situations. Practice observing your emotions without being consumed by them. By acknowledging and understanding your feelings, you gain mastery over impulsive reactions. This control enables a thoughtful and measured approach, fostering healthier communication and conflict resolution within relationships. Integrating Stoic principles into relationships isn't about suppressing emotions or becoming indifferent. It's about channeling emotions effectively. Understand that emotions are natural but transient, and they need not dictate your responses. Instead, aim for a balanced perspective. Acknowledge your emotions while allowing reason to guide your actions. This equilibrium fosters a more stable and serene approach to relationship dynamics. Ultimately, embracing Stoicism within relationships is a transformative journey, one that requires consistent practice and dedication. It's about honing a mindset that prioritizes virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance in your interactions. Through self-reflection, continuous improvement, patience, and emotional control, you pave the way for a more fulfilling, resilient, and harmonious relationship landscape. Stoicism offers a guiding light, encouraging a profound shift in perspective that empowers you to navigate the complexities of human connections with grace and wisdom. Section 8. Stoic love in long-term relationships. Stoicism, often seen as a philosophy guiding the pursuit of happiness, extends its wisdom beyond the initial chase. It doesn't simply emphasize the start but focuses on maintaining and nurturing lasting, meaningful connections. When applied to relationships, Stoic principles become the bedrock for building enduring, respectful, and deeply fulfilling long-term bonds. At its core, Stoicism encourages individuals to prioritize virtue, understanding that it forms the basis of a strong and enduring relationship. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic philosopher, advocated for the cultivation of virtues like kindness, honesty, and resilience. These virtues lay the groundwork for a healthy and sustainable love dynamic. One fundamental Stoic principle applied to relationships is the concept of control over one's reactions. Stoics believe that while external events may be beyond our control, our response to them remains within our power. In a relationship context, this translates to understanding that we cannot always control our partner's actions or external circumstances, but we can control how we react to them. This mindset shift allows individuals to navigate conflicts with composure and thoughtfulness, fostering a more harmonious connection. Moreover, Stoicism encourages individuals to embrace gratitude for their partners and the relationship itself. Practicing gratitude cultivates appreciation for the qualities and efforts of one's partner, fostering a deeper sense of connection and contentment within the relationship. Recognizing the value of the bond and expressing gratitude for it strengthens the emotional fabric between partners, leading to a more fulfilling and lasting companionship. Another cornerstone of Stoicism in long-term relationships is the practice of self-reflection and introspection. Stoics advocate for regular introspection to understand oneself better, identifying personal flaws, and working on self-improvement. Applying this to relationships, individuals can assess their behaviors, reactions, and contributions to the partnership. Through self-reflection, one can identify areas for growth, leading to personal development that positively impacts the relationship dynamic. Furthermore, Stoicism encourages individuals to embrace the impermanent nature of life and relationships. Understanding that change is inevitable helps in adapting to the evolving dynamics of a long-term relationship. This mindset fosters flexibility and resilience, allowing partners to weather challenges and changes together, strengthening their bond over time. In essence, Stoic philosophy offers a roadmap for nurturing enduring love in long-term relationships. By prioritizing virtues, controlling reactions, practicing gratitude, self-reflecting, and embracing change, individuals can foster a deeper, more resilient, and fulfilling connection with their partners. Stoicism isn't just a guide for finding love, but also for sustaining and enriching it in the long run. In conclusion, Marcus Aurelius's words echo timeless wisdom. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Stoicism offers a transformative path, shaping love beyond fleeting wants, fostering enduring fulfillment. This philosophy isn't about fleeting emotions. It's about nurturing a deeper connection that withstands storms. By adopting Stoic principles, one learns to navigate relationships with resilience and wisdom. It's not about suppressing emotions, but understanding their nature and our response to them. Stoicism teaches that our thoughts hold immense power. They sculpt our happiness. It encourages us to focus on what's within our control, our perceptions, attitudes, and actions in love. In embracing Stoicism, relationships become more than fleeting highs. They evolve into anchors of stability and contentment. This philosophy doesn't promise a life free of challenges, but equips us to face them with grace. It's about fostering a love that matures with time, rooted in understanding, empathy, and rationality. The Stoic approach to love transcends the whims of passion, offering a steady, enduring flame of fulfillment.